One of the fastest players in the 2026 class has just committed to Notre Dame. We're going to talk about it in this video with Tim Hyde. Folks, before we do that, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. Go to blueandgold.com for much more on the commitment of Bubba Frazier from Savannah, Georgia. Ranks as the number 442 overall player, number 69 wide receiver. I have no idea why. I mean, he's on 3 and 24/7 are totally sleeping on this kid's ranking right now. And in my humble opinion, Tim, Frazier picking Notre Dame over the likes of, pull up his offer sheet, Georgia, UCF, Auburn, North Carolina, Arkansas, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Georgia Tech, Cincinnati, and a few others. Tim, I mentioned one of the fastest players in the country, and he was this first play. You see it. 4.43 laser time. That is not, hey, I'm throwing 4.4 on my Twitter profile and I'm actually a 4.7. Laser time at the Under Armour camp in Carrollton, Georgia a couple months ago, Tim. That is a legit time, and he is legit fast.
Yes, fast. I mean, since you and I have been doing games and videos and recruiting and talking Notre Dame football together, you just hear me constantly talk about, but get the ball
fast guys.
Fast guys and get the ball in space. Get the ball to someone who could just make a move and go. And just been dying for those types of athletes at Notre Dame. And you got it with Bubba. I mean, seriously, the more you watch his highlight film, you just start laughing because it's like so much fun to watch. The speed, I know he looks like a big dude. He's a good size, wide receiver out there.
Skinny, yeah.
No. I mean, this guy's definitely a track guy, a weight room guy, not afraid to put the work in. And he's a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, when you start looking at size and, especially at the Notre Dame thing, instantly I think of Mike Miller back in the 90s, who was a 5-star out of Texas, one of the best return men in the country. And then you start going to CJ Sanders, who was recently out of Notre Dame, or Joey Getherall, who played in the early 2000s out of Bishop Amat, Southern California, that were great slots and outstanding return guys. So when you see Bubba, you're instantly just like, yeah, you're the kick returner on day one. Just no need to redshirt, no need to learn any routes. You go return kicks. And the speed is just unbelievable. So a lot of fun to watch this young man.
They play different positions, but just watching him run, I kind of get like Chris Tyree, but a little bit more shifty.
Yes.
I think Chris sometimes could be just a little like
straight line.
Yeah, straight line, one cut go. Like Bubba to me is a little bit more. He's shiftier. Tim, he's not going to be your boundary. He's not going to be filled. He is a slot all the way.
Yes.
But like he is explosive. Man, who's the last 4.4 legit 4.4 wide receiver that Notre Dame assigned? I'm just asking this. I literally have not given this a second of thought.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I mean, you instantly just think of Will
Fuller. Cam Williams? I mean, Cam Williams is probably around a 4.4.
Sure.
But I don't know if I ever, Cam was more of a 100-meter guy. I don't know what Cam's 40 time was, but probably around there. But yeah, Will Fuller, it's going back a little bit, but yeah.
But you're right. Just watching some of his highlights and, talking about, just get the ball in his hands as a slot. I started thinking of, some of the times where they run those sweeps and it's Jaden Thomas getting it, on those wide receiver jet sweeps. I'm like, all right, that's going to be Bubba Frazier. So now you're starting to get that ball to that athlete and be able to make a move. Bubble screens. How many times do we see a guy get a bubble screen and he takes it to the house? Well, guys like that, we've been clamoring for it in South Bend. But, and he's coming out of Georgia, Mike. I mean, You're going into Georgia and getting a heck of a football player that he could easily play for any program down there. He's got the speed to do it. So that's another awesome take to go down into Georgia and get a heck of a football player.
In terms of his recruiting journey, Tim, with Notre Dame, it's not a very long thing here. He got his offer from Notre Dame February 21st, wanted to visit, so he set that up pretty soon afterwards. I remember interviewing him before his visit and doing a story, and seemed pretty standard stuff. I didn't really think like, oh, he's going to go up there and want to commit. He visits Notre Dame in early April, went home, the next day calls Notre Dame and commits. Surprised the staff from what I was told. My understanding was that Notre Dame jumped to the top of his recruitment after his visits, but he only visited with his pops and he wanted to take his mom back before they were going to commit. No, just they went ahead and locked it in. So Bubba Frazier committing to Notre Dame was a very pleasant surprise for the Fighting Irish coaching staff, and they really valued speed in this guy. Sometimes like size is a big thing. Oh, we want, big outside receivers in this class. I mean, Notre Dame just wants speed. So it could potentially be a class with, some smaller guys. Now on April 9th, Notre Dame offered a kid from North Carolina, shocker, by the way. He's like a 6'3" guy. Brian Williams from Lake Mary, Florida. Noah Grubb's teammates, a 6'3", 6'4" guy. Caden Finley's a 6'2" guy. So they're in the mix for some, bigger bodied receivers. But between Dylan Faison, Bubba Frazier, and then Braden Robinson, they could, sign potentially 3 sub 6 foot guys, but are genuinely blazing fast. Braden Robinson he's got to be easily top 5, if not the fastest, get person or high school football player in the state of Texas. So Notre Dame looking to upgrade in the speed category for wide receiver, and as well as just taking the best receivers they can get. And Bubba Frazier might be a 3-star industry ranking guy right now. If he doesn't end up a 4, it's a shame in my opinion.
No, I mean, you're just watching this film and you're just like, yeah, I mean, this is a blue chip upon blue chip, just watching his skill sets, the way he cuts, the way he runs. Going back to your point about the size of the wide receivers. Sure, you want to, Chase Claypool, Michael Floyd, those big physical guys, but, Golden Tate wasn't the tallest guy and he just ran by people. And you start getting those types of athletes instantly, going back to just watching Notre Dame film here in the offseason, just the little dump passes Riley Leonard would throw. And you start getting those into hands of guys that can run 4.4. Someone slips, they're gone. And it's just that type of ability to sprint out, just dump it into the flat, turn it and go down the sidelines. That type of ability, those types of playmakers. You're right. Notre Dame may sign a handful of those slot type bodies that could just play all over the field because you're just too damn fast.
Yeah.
Fast. Play action the way Notre Dame runs the ball, hit a post at times to some of these guys. Speed kills. And just keep going out and just replenishing the wide receiver room with as many fast guys as you could get.
Yeah, and you got to remember, it's not the 2026 wide receiver class that's all going to be on one field, and that's the only receivers they have. It complements with other recruiting classes. So, yeah, again, definitely something to think in mind. Keep in mind, Cam Williams, the other way I looked this up, was clocked in the 4.4s at college camps. A lot of those are not laser time, though. There's hand-timed 40s. So the 4.43 laser time is, that's if you're hand timing a 4.4 laser is equivalent to like a 4.2 or 4.3 hand time. That's typically like the rule of thumb, right, Tim?
It's fast. I mean, seriously, that's NFL speed right there.
I looked it up, Tim. His time would have been, I think, tied for 36th fastest at the NFL Combine in 2025. And this is that's a high school junior.
Yes.
So pretty damn fast is Bubba Frazier from Savannah, Georgia. I know you like the news, folks, so hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content. Head over to blueandgold.com for much more on this coverage. Thank you all for watching, and as always, we will catch you next time.